Tax season is upon us. Aren't you guys excited? Like, oh my God, taxes. Don't you just love doing taxes? Is it like right up there with root canals? Taxes are so nice. So, after taxes, how are people going to feel about Donald Trump? Will it make a difference? Mind you, if you hated him, you still hate him. The government could give you $9 million back and you still will hate him. If you're his supporter, then we've done that reading. Oh, good old tower popping out of there, but we've done that reading. They didn't care. What about everybody else? Everybody in between. It's funny how they hated Mueller until his report was summarized by Barr, and now all of a sudden they like him. I'm totally exonerated. Well, I thought you said it was a witch hunt and he needed to stop his investigation. He exonerated you, right? Release the report. Let us read your exoneration. We'll be happy for you. Promise. Right? Because if you tell me I did something, like that, like colluding with Russians, and then it turns out I didn't, I want to see that report, and I want everybody else to see it, especially the ones who kept saying I did it. How are people going to feel? Wow. Wow. The deck has chosen the reading yet again. How do people feel? Disappointed. Sort of discontent. Look at the person sitting there, just drinking away. Drinking away. Six of Pentacles. A longing for the past. A longing for the past. Why won't you focus? Longing for the past. Two of Swords. Stalemate. I don't get it. How do you feel about Donald Trump? You still don't know? You still don't know? Fox News is to blame for that card. Four of Swords. Retreat. Regroup. Rethink. So we move from the indecision to retreat. Five of Pentacles. More disappointment. Sorrow and regret. Two of Pentacles. In the midst of chaos, there is a need to balance. Somebody's waking up. Some of them. Some of them are waking up. And the fear. Temperance. Meeting of the minds, working together. This is interesting. Better late than never. However, I mean, just to be catty for a second. Donald Trump is 70 years old. It wasn't until 2 years into his presidency, with you getting a bogus tax return, that now you're afraid that people are going to see you forever as a Trump supporter? Like, why didn't you come around 2 years ago when he was... Anyway, your hopes, the hermit, answers. You want them to come to you. You need the answers. Environment, Seven of Cups, confusion. Back to this. Background, Chariot. Moving forward, self-discipline. Word of warning, the Devil. Self-explanatory. Word of solace, Eight of Cups. You can always leave it behind. It's never too late. Eight of Wands. Moving on. Quick energy. Communications. Buyer's remorse. So let's unpack this. You feel as though the offer given to you is not really what you wanted. You were sort of blinded by the bright lights and possibilities. And you long for the days of the past where everything made sense, where being white meant something, especially if you're a white man. Two of Swords, indecision. What's going on? I'm not quite sure. Four of Swords. Well, let's sit, wait, regroup. He knows what he's doing. Remember the people at Harley Davidson saying they trusted his judgment. Their job was being shipped out somewhere. They said they trusted his judgment because he put a tariff on steel. Five of Pentacles. Disappointment. That's not what I thought was going to happen. Regret. Remember, when they first threatened to take away the money for Meals on Wheels like they're doing for the Special Olympics, there was a woman on the local news in the place in which I live that said she did not know that was going to happen. She depends on Meals on Wheels. She's had 2 strokes and she is practically immobile. She can't go out to the store, so they bring her food. She depends on it. Disappointment, regret. But I say this, no matter who president is, whether it was Obama, Bush, Clinton, doesn't matter. There is balance in the midst of chaos, because at the end of the day, you still got to pay your rent, you still got to pay your light bill, you still got to pay your mortgage, you still got to pay your house or your car note, you still got to pay your insurance payments, you still got to pay whatever it is that you got to pay, no matter who's in the White House. You know you owe no allegiance. Temperance. Will they forever see me as the person who got snowed? The Hermit. Searching for answers. They want the answers. What happened? Stalemate. Disappointment, sorrow, regret. What happened? This is not what you said you were going to do when you were running for president. P.S. He's a liar. Seven of Cups. Confusion. This is not what you said you were going to do when you were running for president. Chariot. That's what's going on in the background. Moving forward, moving on. Some of his supporters are waking up. Not the diehard. I'm going to do a separate reading on them. But the Devil is your word of warning. You saw something shining and you grabbed for it. Again, the deck chose the reading. This is about mermaids. When mermaids go onto the land, they get captured and eventually die. Because they're cut off from the ocean, they're cut off from their source of life. You saw something shiny and you reached for it. Now you're caught and captured and you don't know what to do. Your word of solace is telling you what to do. This is a word of comfort. You can always walk away. If this man runs in 2020, don't vote for him. Your outcome. Moving on, moving away. Quick energy and travel. That's what the Eight of Wands means. He lied to you. It took you 2 years to figure that out. But you're figuring it out. Slowly but surely. Goodness. Buyer, beware.